When an old foe returns to haunt you, Jose Mourinho back at Stamford Bridge, as Benfica boss, every moment feels heavier. Chelsea scrapped out a narrow 1-0 win, but the story is richer than just 3 points. Nights like this remind us why Champions League football feels so dramatic. It's never just about the scoreline. It's about the fight, the fear, and the flaws that come with it. Here are 5 things we learned from Chelsea's narrow 1-0 win over Benfica at Stamford Bridge tonight. 1. Fine margins decide big nights. This wasn't a glamour show. The only goal came in the 18th minute via an own goal by Benfica's Richard Rios, deflecting a cross from Pedro Neto plus Garnacho. Sometimes football is cruel that way. Benfica worked hard, only to be undone by a slice of misfortune. But for Chelsea, it was a reminder that you don't always need brilliance to win. You just need to take your chances when they arrive, no matter how messy. 2. Defense and grit saved the day. After the own goal, Benfica pushed hard. Chelsea's backline held firm, showing grit that hasn't always been there this season. The center backs threw their bodies on the line, the fullbacks tracked runners all night, and the goalkeeper stayed sharp when called upon. That kind of mental toughness is priceless on Champions League nights, especially when the pressure feels suffocating. 3. Mourinho's bittersweet return. The Chelsea fans sang loudly for their old manager, remembering the great moments he gave them in the past. Stamford Bridge was full of emotion and noise. But on the pitch, Mourinho's Benfica didn't create enough danger. He set them up to make life hard for Chelsea, but they lacked sharpness in attack. Chelsea weren't perfect, but they did enough to win. For Mourinho, it was mixed. A warm welcome from the crowd, but a clear reminder that memories don't win football matches today. 4. Youth and energy are in the mix. Chelsea fielded one of their youngest Champions League lineups ever, with an average age of just 24 years. That's bold. It shows this club is ready to give opportunities to its younger stars, even when the stakes are high. And while the inexperience showed at times sloppy passes, nervous touches, the energy and pressing they brought helped suffocate Benfica's rhythm. Nights like this build character for the future. 5. Discipline still haunts Chelsea. Just as relief was flooding the stands, chaos almost ruined it. Substitute João Pedro, who should have been using his fresh legs to close the game out, instead earned a silly second yellow card and was sent off. It was a needless risk that could have changed the story of the night completely. This isn't the first time Chelsea have suffered late game indiscipline this season, and it's something the manager has to drill out of the squad quickly. A win is a win. But let's be real, some Chelsea players underperformed badly. Enzo Fernandez struggled to control the midfield. For someone with his pedigree, he looked rushed on the ball and gave away possession too cheaply. On a night when Chelsea needed calm leadership in the middle, he disappeared. João Pedro, aside from his costly red card, failed to make an impact going forward. Instead of being the spark Chelsea needed to kill off the game, he became the liability that left his teammates defending nervously in stoppage time. These are the kinds of details that matter, because against stronger opponents, you won't get away with such sloppy individual performances. Chelsea leave the night with their first Champions League win this season, breathing a little easier. But let's not sugarcoat it. This performance had cracks. Some key players went missing, and the late red card almost spoiled everything. In Europe, you can't keep relying on fortune and grit alone. The win gives Chelsea momentum, but if they want to be serious contenders, the stars have to step up, the sloppy errors must vanish, and the discipline needs fixing. Until then, nights like this will always feel like surviving more than conquering.